What is up, guys? Maxter here, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how to understand frame data the easiest and best way possible. Before I start this video, thank you to the person that's been purposely disliking my videos and not even watching them. The world would be so much better with y'all. I could not live without y'all hating on my channel, so thank you very much. And also, I will be doing a 50 subs stream when I hit 50 subs, so make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And I will be doing a, like I said, special 50 subscriber special, a stream specifically. Okay, so frames is the amount of frames it takes for an action to happen, and it doesn't even have to be in a video game. I mean, it doesn't have to be in a fighting game. It can be in any video game. But frames are way more essential for fighting games, so you can know the attack that's being thrown out, how long it takes for them to come out. Okay, so first we're going to be looking at some of Jin's best pokes. So this is 13 frames on startup, of course. Pokes will always be safe on block. Actually, they're way more than safe on block. They're like, you still pretty much have your turn when you throw it out. I mean, 1-2 is good to like keep your opponents at bay and like make them be scared of throwing out an attack. Low attacks will like 90% of the time be unsafe on block. But yeah, 1 + 2, it is -14. Yeah, it is -14. So be careful when using that. This is good too. Forward 1 + 2, it's -9. Okay, so those are some of his best pokes. Not the best, but some of the pokes that you can, like, you know, throw out. Now we're gonna be talking about unsafe on block. So the easiest way to see which moves are unsafe on block is to have your opponent on guard all and pretty much just throw out an attack. They will block any attack that comes their way. So I'll just turn that off. Anyway, yeah, that's the easiest way to see which moves are good on block. So any move that is -11 or higher is punishable. Now, of course, 10. Of course, the jabs are the fastest move in the game. They come out at 10 frames, but we're not gonna count the jump neutral kick. We're not gonna count that because no one does it. But anyway, any move that you see that is -11 or higher is is punishable. Just because a move is -11, which you rarely see in this game, -11 moves. But if you do see that, that means it is jab punishable. I don't know of any 11 frame punishers, and there certainly aren't any 11 frame launchers. There certainly aren't any 1 frame launchers. So we already know that the Mishimas and of course Jin has probably the fastest launcher in the game. Maybe not even the fastest, but I'm pretty sure it's the fastest, but it's up there for one of the best. It's the electric. Now, the frame data says it comes out at 11 frames, but that's not true. It comes out at 14 frames. The hit connects at 14 frames. Even the wind hook fist, it is -10. The wind hook fist and wind god fist, they're same thing, different properties, same frames. They're -10. The electric though, is +5, and it leads to a launcher. The Wind Hook Fist does not lead to a launcher, but the Wind God Fist for the Mishimas does come out as a launcher. Now, like I said, any move that's -11 or higher, or -11 or greater, like -12, 13, 14, is punishable. So, even with a jab, so, okay, let's say if the move you're throwing out, the opponent blocks it and it's -10, like the Wind Hook Fist, or even Wind God Fist. It's -10. Even if your opponent immediately attacks with a jab, it is not punishable, because they cancel each other out. If a move is -10 and they try to punish with -10 frame move, then it's not gonna connect. What is gonna connect is gonna connect on block. So any move that is the same amount of frames to start up as the same amount of frames on block will pretty much cancel each other out, pretty much. Most launchers are unsafe on block, and they are launch punishable. Jin's launcher, -19. It's pretty much his go-to launcher. It's 15 frames, -19. It is literally launch punishable with anything, which is pretty wild, but it's understandable too. Okay, so it's launch punishable with pretty much anything. Well, how about this move? Of course, it looked like that in Tekken Tag 2 and Tekken 6, but they changed it to where you only get the stagger animation on block. Even though he staggers, it is actually still a safe move, because look, it's -9. There's no move in the game that is -9. There's no move in the game that is 9 frames. So it is impossible to punish unless it whiffs. So you can just throw it out there. Look, it's 13 frames. It's one of the best Magic 4s in the game. Just throw it out there. It's -9, safe on block. -9. 13 frames. Gen players, please utilize this move. Okay, down 4-1, 13 frames, -3. But the thing is, though, you do lose your turn though with this, because it's -9. You do lose your turn, and you're pretty much resort to defense. If your opponent immediately tries to attack, you're going to have to resort to defense. If your opponent was tries to immediately attack, because you lose your turn, because it's borderline safe on block. This move right here, -9. Well, if you finish it off, it's -9. It's pretty much the same as this, but it's a combo string. It's -9, so it's still impossible to punish unless it whiffs. This move, of course, it is interruptible because the third hit comes out in 20 frames. But then again, it's very safe on block. If your opponent still decides to block it, it's still 20 frames. But if your opponent blocks it, it is -4. So you still have your turn if you immediately try to punish with this. Throwing out a lot of moves that are -4, -5, -6, -3, stuff like that. Like doing this a couple times and then just throw out this, you'll almost immediately get a counter hit because this move is so fast and it's safe. This is one of his best punishers by far. -9. It's -9 as well, like this and this. It's -9. So once again, it's still safe on block because it is still -9. It's down for it too. It's -7. You still kind of have to turn if you start trying to punish if you do this, you do this a couple times. Do 1 2 1 2 4 or 1 2 3. You're gonna be like you're always gonna keep your opponent at bay. Cause if you try to do a 15 frame move, they block it, and they just do one of his 1 2 strings, 1 2 4, of course, 1 2 3. You're gonna pretty much keep your opponent at bay, pretty much most of the time. Okay, so let's talk about his crouching demon stance moves. This launcher, it's crouching demon stance. Whoops. It's crouching demon stance 1+2. Like, my timing's kind of off. I'm like, keep pressing. Like, I'm pressing 1+2 and it keeps making me do 1 2. Okay, so this negative 13. It comes out. Wow. Okay. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? I am literally pressing 1+2. Oh, he's just... Okay, it comes out 13 frames. It's negative 13 on block. It's a good launcher because first elite, in order to do it, you have to be in a stance that pretty much evades, it evades highs and pretty much makes it like whiff, you know, makes highs whiff, and you can like quickly punish with, of course, 1+2 of negative 13. This move is launch punishable, but only with, of course, 15 frame launchers. This move will not punish it. Negative 15. So throwing out a perfect electric will I think, isn't a perfect electric like the only move that's a launch that's 13 frames? If it is, then yeah, wow. But yeah, pretty much the only launcher that will punish it is a perfect electric. So if your opponent punishes it with an electric, and you're like, how did I get launched? If it's negative 14 electrics, 14 frames, then it's definitely a perfect electric. Now his low, negative 12. It is only punishable with moves that are negative 13. Only punishable with moves that are 11 frames. Well, like I said, this is negative 14. So of course, perfect electric and other 10 frame, 11 frame punishes will punish it. 12 frame, only 11 frame and 10 frame punishers. So you can literally do 1-1-2 with the Mishima. You can do 1-1-2 or double gens 1. You can do double gens 1-2-4 or pretty much any 10 frame punisher that they have. So it's 1-2-2, 1-1-2, pretty much same thing. Crouching demon stance 3, negative 9, so it's borderline safe. But yeah, like I said, also the last thing I'm about to go over, moves that are plus on block. There are very few moves in the game that are plus. Well, moves that I know that are plus on block. The only moves that I know that are safe plus on block with Jin is 4-4-2, 4-4-4. I meant 4-4-4. 4-4-4 is +4. Left axe kick is not, yeah, it says has 0 frame advantage, so y'all pretty much recover at the exact same time. Any move that has 0 frame advantage means y'all both recover at the same time. Look how recovering at the same time. So I'm even recovery animation. Look, recovering at the same time. Recovering at the same time. So any move that you see that is 0 frames of frame advantage, that means y'all recover on block at the same time. Same thing with 2. Same thing with 4, 4, 3. Yeah, and of course the infamous electric. Wow. I was literally throwing out nothing but electrics in practice mode before I start recording. Now I can't throw out any. No, I still need to work on it. But you see that is +5. +5 on block. Isn't this the isn't the electric wing hook fist and electric wing off fist like the only moves on block that is +5? The highest plus move on block, electric. So you see that is +5, right? Okay, so I throw out a move that's +5. Turn recovery animation. I recover faster than him. So you pretty much subtract, you see +5, right? And then you throw out another move immediately. You subtract the frame advantage from however much you are plus on block, and then you subtract that from the frames of the move that you just threw out. So say I do an electric, right? And then I do 4 immediately, magic 4 immediately. See, it's 14 frames. I throw out a 13 frame move directly afterwards. Well, if it's +5 on block, and then I immediately throw out a magic 4 that's 13 frames, then technically, some people may disagree with me on this, but technically, the move that you throw out is way faster than it is without you throwing an electric. I don't even need to dash or even move forward to connect 4. So I can just regularly push him back and immediately throw it out, and the move becomes faster. Well, it feels like it's faster. It's not faster, but it feels like it's faster because you're throwing out a move that's +1 block. 5, immediately throw out a magic 4. It's technically 8 frames. Like I said, y'all may disagree with me on this. +5. Immediately throw out magic 4. It's technically 8 frames. The move that you just throw out immediately after. Come on. There we go. It's technically 8 frames. And you can pretty much immediately go up with the counter hit. Every time I do an electric, well, most of the time I do an electric, I immediately throw out 4. They always get counter hit. That's why I said that move is not actually faster. It just feels like it's faster. And they're on a rush to like get back on offenses by throwing out an attack. Counter hit, boom boom, you know, combo. So yeah. Okay, let's do 4-4-4 down in the video. This is +4. Of course, I know it's slow, 21 frames. Yeah. It's a good move if y'all are both like trying to be on the defensive. Y'all both have low health. Y'all know what move to throw out. Right axe kick. +4. So, pretty much just throw a whole bunch of moves at him. Now this one's a kind of a least worst. It's like a worse example because it's 21 frames. It's only +4, but it does leave on block. It does leave the opponent in a crouching position, so you could easily just go for another fast mid. And still. So yeah. That's why I like Jinber. He is a very fun character to play. His frames are good. He's just a fun character to play. So that's pretty much this video. That's how to understand frame data without getting into like numbers, you know, without like, you know, saying without you having to like calculate, oh, if I do this move against blah blah blah, then I should be safe, or stuff like that. So just pretty much just understand the frames of your best pokes. Understand the frame advantage of your best pokes and your best moves, and even your launchers. You never know. They could be plus on block. But you know, just pretty much just understand the frame advantage of your best moves and your best pokes, and you should be good. This is negative 13. Just pretty much throw it out anytime. It has good range, kinda. And yeah. So thank you guys for watching this video. I know this is way different than what I usually do, and I definitely appreciate the people that have tuned in to this video, that I you know, just like a little understanding video. I don't really do this much, but if you guys want to see more videos like this, please do not hesitate to give me a like on this video and subscribe for the 50 subscriber special. And yeah, guys, take it easy and stay safe out there.